Welcome back. So the profile page is starting to be in a good place. I feel that we're almost there, but one thing I'm kind of annoyed by is that I can actually save now even though I didn't make any changes at all. So let's just try and fix that this lesson. I'm just going to do a few cosmetic minor things in the next couple of lessons just for the fun of it. So right now we can save, but I don't want to be able to save unless there's actually a change in my application right here. And we're going to do that by actually going into the profile component HTML file. We already have it disabled for the button. If the form is invalid, we'll keep that. And then we'll add an or right here and actually also say we do not want the button to be, we want the button to be disabled if it's unchanged, right? So if there's no changes at all, then we also want the button to be disabled. Now let's just try and create this function right here inside the TypeScript. Very basic stuff right here. I'm going to put it below the save, just like this. And in here, what we want to do is pretty much just, what we want to do in here is pretty much just go in and say, it's going to return a Boolean, like this. And then we're going to say return, how do we figure out if this guy's changed or not? We're going to start out by actually getting the model right now. So this is just returning the actual values of the profile. And then we're going to just say, for each of the properties inside this model, is there any change compared to the local user that we have right here? And if there's no changes, then it's unchanged. So we're going to say if return model dot, let's say username first, if that's the same as the this user dot username, then they're no different. And if the model dot first name is the same as this user's first name, then that's the same, etc., etc. So we're just going to do it with the final two. Now there are actually, I just want to say, there are NPM packages that can help you do this in simpler ways, but right now this is so small, this set I'm doing right here, so I don't even want to go and grab a package for that. I'm just testing these very basic strings right here. But if it was a huge object, I might consider doing something different to actually validate that these guys are not changed at all. Sweet. So now we kind of have just a very simple way to explain that if things are unchanged, this guy will be the same as this guy, and this guy will be the same as this guy, and blah, 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 blah. So now that should actually disable the button if we don't have any changes in our properties. And notice it's disabled right now, and when I do something, it's enabled. When I undo it, it's disabled. So if I put in two fields right here, notice it's enabled, so I can save. And if I only remove one of them back, it's still enabled. But when they're both back to unchanged, it's removed again. And if I do something crazy like removing the entire username, it's still disabled because that's not allowed, right? So it's pretty much up and running. That was the unchanged. Next lesson we'll try and have a look at something else. Have fun.